What's up guys, Neko here from Hawaii to Kyo, and today I am going to show you guys my Jewel Knight deck profile. This baby led me to top 8 and scrubbed out because I wasn't focused enough, but I was really happy. So let's begin with our starter. So our starter, I chose to choose a desired Jewel Knight. I think her name is Ashlei, I'm pretty sure. Her ability is if you have 3 other Jewel Knight rear guards, this card gains 3k. So she's an 8k. So if you're boosting with Ashlei and Ashlei reverse, it is actually 21k, hitting a magic number to 11k Vanguard. So yeah, she's really good. But yeah, I like this starter more than Tiffany, but Tiffany is more reliable because her ability is choose 2 of your Jewel Knight and that power gains 3k. It is really good if you're running stand triggers. So Jewel Knight always depends on their rear guards. So you can play Tiffany as well, but I chose Ashlei. So yeah. Next, our boss card is Broken Heart Jewel Knight Ashlei reverse. Oh my goodness me. Let me close that a second. Alright. Next is Broken Heart Jewel Knight Ashlei reverse. She actually looks like the duet from Vocaloid's song Magnet. So yeah, her ability is before I tell her ability, she is a cross ride for Ashlei. So yeah, her limit break is counterblast 1, lock 1 Jewel Knights, and you retire a front row unit from your opponent and superior call a Jewel Knight in your deck. So this is really good because not only you minus the opponent field, you're plussing yourself because it's worth it. You counterblast 1 and lock 1. That's actually worth it for this card. That's why I think this card is a strong card. So yeah. And her second ability is when you have Per Knight Ashlei, this card gains 2k. And the last ability is Lord. Next is Per Jewel Knight actually, yeah. Per Heart Jewel Knight Ashlei. Yep. This is a break ride for the Jewel Knights, or the only break ride for the Royal Paladins. Her ability is limit break. If you ride a Royal Paladin on top of this, that Royal Paladin gains 10k and 1 crit. So it's really basic and simple. So yeah. So Royal Paladin is always about calling a unit with great power and then hit them with enormous power. Actually no, that's actually not true, but yeah, for Jewel Knight is actually true. But Jewel Knight relies on also their allies, so that's why they're knights. And her second ability is when you're hitting the Vanguard, this card gains 2k. So she's a 13k as well, but it's not permanent. But that card is permanent if you have this in your soul. And the next ability is Lord. Next we go to the grade 2. We have Fellowship Jewel Knight Tracy, I think. Yeah. This is a 12k attacker for Jewel Knight, but her ability is not when you have a Jewel Knight Vanguard. It's actually if you have 3 different Jewel Knights rear guards in your field, this card gains 3k. So you need to be careful not to misplay. Like I see a lot of people playing the rear guard with only like a Vanguard there and say, oh, it's 12k. I was like, okay, you're cheating. No, it's not actually misunderstanding. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell. It doesn't count the Vanguard as the unit that you want. So that's why it says different rear guards. Next is the new cards. I think her name is linking Jewel Knight Tilda. Tilda is actually pretty good. Her ability is when a grade 3 rides, placed on the Vanguard, you counterblast 1 and you can superior grade 1 or lower Jewel Knights. So this card is better than Sybil. And yeah, because we're going to cross ride and break ride a lot, not a lot, but she is really the main card that you want to call when you're going to ride a grade 3 before you're riding grade 3. So she is really valuable. So your opponent will instantly lock on this if they know what is your plan. So yeah, look out for people who will destroy this card when you're playing her. So yeah. Next is my favorite is banning Jewel Knight's Miranda for Miranda. She is a 9k 11k attacker. So her ability is if you have a card named Ashlei in your Vanguard, this card gains 2k, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2k. That's her first ability, and her second ability is when this card attack hits a Vanguard, if you have an Ashlei, card named Ashlei in your Vanguard, you can plus other Royal Paladin 3k. So yeah, that's why if you're running stand with her, she's going to be really troublesome with the opponent. Like if she stands again, your opponent needs to guard this because your opponent do not want to let other cards to against 3k because sometimes it makes magic number. So yeah, and she's a 9k as well, so she's pretty cool. Next is what's her name? Stinging Jewel Knight Shelly, I'm pretty sure. She's a 10k, and similar to Tracy, you need to have 3 different rearguards, so she doesn't work like other the 10k attackers. So yeah. Next is what's it? Stringing Jewel Knight. No wait, is it? Security Jewel Knight Shelly. Arwen. So this is the personal return for the deck, and by far I'm pretty sure there is 3 clans that has it. So yeah, personal return is kind of like you return a main card to your bottom of the deck and add the card that has its name to gains 5k. So at this case, you can return Ashlei's in your drop zone and put it in the bottom of the deck and choose a Ashlei in your field. So it can be rearguard, and it will gain 5k to the rest of the turn, I'm pretty sure. So I only run 2 because she's not that important. Not important till late game, because as much as you want to gain power to your Vanguard or rearguard, she's not that important yet because Ashlei reverse with the starter already hit magic number with 11k attackers. Even with cross ride, you're still going to pressure your opponent a lot, and you're gaining pluses by retiring their rearguard. So yeah. Next is Jewel Knight Prismy. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have the nickname like banning Jewel Knight, something like that. She's the Leopard. Leopard the Shepherd. Her ability is when this plays on the rearguard, and if you have 3 different Jewel Knights rearguard, this card you can ditch a card and draw 1 card. This is very good for this deck because of Arwen and Ashlei. You ditch Ashlei for her effect because you're gonna use Ashlei in late game. That means you're using Arwen in late game. So she's really good. Next I play Flashly Jewel Knight's Isolde, the Perfect Guard. So yeah, 2 Perfect Guard, and also I'm playing Summoning Jewel Knight Gloria, Quintet Wall. So her ability is Counterblast 1 and put the top 5 cards in your Guardian's circle. So yeah, so she's really, sometimes you don't have to use her. You can use to ditch as a Perfect Guard. I tried this, and as I get far as C, when I play in a tournament, I don't usually use Perfect Guard and Quintet Wall a lot. I don't know why, but it's still good to have them here. So yeah. Next is the trigger lineup. I'm playing 6 crits. So out of each, 3/3. 2 stands, 1 of each. 4 draws, draws, 2 of each art, and 4 heal, and yep, 2 of each art. And people might be commenting now or asking, why do I run 2 stands? Stand triggers, it's actually your idea of the deck. Actually, it doesn't matter because this is my build, and I really like it. I know a lot of Jewel Knights actually reverse use this, has a lot similar build to this build, because the right now Jewel Knight doesn't has more like, I know they got support, but it's like you're gonna see every Jewel Knight player has similar deck to this. So yeah, but depend on them. They might not play like, they might play like 3 break rides, one Ashlei reverse, maybe 2 Salome, and maybe 1 no 2, I can't remember another Jewel Knight's name. I can't remember, but yeah, the promo one. So yeah, I think it depends on the people that build it. So the reason why I build it, because it's more comfortable and it's actually pretty fun. I tried it in the tournament, got top 8. I was pretty happy until I scrubbed out, but I still was really happy because it's not the deck fault. It was my fault to lose, to make stupid play on that, because it happens. It's Vanguard, so you can't blame the deck. But yeah, I really love this deck. So yeah. The best thing about this deck is always the Ashlei reverse, because Ashlei reverse gives you pluses. You retire Vanguard from your opponent, and you superior call a unit without using your hand at all. So like, you can just intercept, and you don't have to worry about your hand at all. Like, you can keep your hand for guarding, like really good. So, and stand trigger for Tracy and Miranda, because Miranda is really pressuring, and when people don't actually know why. Actually, they know why I run stands, but people doesn't expect you to run stand trigger, because people running 8 crits. So yeah. So I decided to run 2 stand. I know it's not different from other Jewel Knight deck profile, but I'm just making up the idea, because people always running 8 crits, and it seems kind of boring. 2 stand is really good for Miranda and Tracy's. I'm just saying for your idea. You might run 4 stands for Miranda, especially because Miranda is like the best card in the world. No jokes. Yeah, so this is my Jewel Knight deck profile. I hope you guys like it. Subscribe and press like if you like it, and comments anything if you have a question down below. And I'll see you next time for opening Kai set and Aichi set.